Hi everybody, my name is Julia and today is my first video. Thank you for visiting my channel. So, I keep getting a lot of messages regarding a K-1 visa, which is also known as a FIANCE visa, and that's how I entered the United States. And I wanted to make things a little bit more clear because people think that it's really hard, but I just also want to let you know that it's not that hard as you might think. You just have to get started, and yes, you do need to get a lot of work done, but I think it's worth it. So today I'll just tell you a little bit about the process and how you have to get started, because a lot of people have no idea absolutely about the whole thing, and maybe it's gonna be helpful and useful for you. So I just made a list of things that you have to get done. So it's gonna be just basically step by step. So maybe it's gonna be easier for you, maybe not. If anything, I can also make another video about each form that has to go in this package. So what you need from your petitioner, your husband or your future wife, has to be a petitioner who's going to apply for you for an immigrant visa. Also, it's known as a non-immigrant visa because you still have 90 days to enter the country and get married, or if you change your mind, you can also leave. That's why it's kind of like something in the middle. So what do you need from your petitioner? You have to complete I-129F form, which is the main form. This is like the petition. It contains all the information about your petitioner and about you, the person who you're applying for. Also, I know that they changed the prices, UCIS, and now it's gonna cost you more than like a year or two before. So now it's gonna be, I believe it's $535, which was only $340 only like a year ago, like I said. Also, the second thing that you need to include, this is form G1145. This is form that also helps you to get notifications if it's going to be your email, if it's going to be your phone number, anything. So you just put your information there. I don't think it's like unnecessary, but I would also include that. That's what we did. You need a biographic form, which is G325A. And I heard that they updated the form, the main one, the petition form, which is a I-129F, and it contains your all information, so you don't have to attach the form, which is G325A. But I would still do that because I also wanted to let you know that right now, since September, there's no request for evidence anymore. So if you forgot to attach something or you made a mistake, you would have to reapply again and start the whole process from a zero, which is, I don't think you want to do. The next thing that you have to also include, this is a proof of citizenship, because only a citizen can apply for a K-1. Yeah, that's true. If you're a green card holder, you can't do that. Yeah. So there's two options that you can do. You just make all the copies of your passport, all the pages, and also if you had to go through naturalization process, you would have to get your certificate and also make a copy and send it and attach it to your passport. And a letter of intent to marry. Yes, I know that you have also like 3 months before you get married, but most of the cases not gonna be approved without this letter, so you have to really have the intent to marry. You can just write letters from both sides, from your fiance and your petitioner have to be 2 letters that you do want to get married. There's nothing really like, there's no specific form for that, but you have to attach this letter because you're not gonna get approved without this one. Also, you have to have a picture, like a passport style picture. It's like 2 inches, which is like, you can get it done in Walgreens or anywhere. The next one is a divorce certificate. If you were married before, you have to make sure that all your marriages are done and you can get married and apply for the visa, because if you're still in the process, I don't think you can do that because you need a divorce certificate. If you're never married, this is not a problem. So it wasn't like our case, it was a lot easier. We just skipped this step. And you have to also make a payment, or it's going to be a check, let's say, which is going to be for I think $535, like I said before, right? To make sure that you paid for your petition and application, so they're going to review that, because you don't even send it without a check. I think you can also probably pay online now, but my husband did it through the bank when he went to that and get a check. And also you have to know each other in person. You have to meet at least one time before you apply for that visa, because you have to include your evidence of your relationship, which is gonna be all the pictures that you've taken before, all your conversations. You can make a screenshot, your phone calls. If you guys send each other gifts before, you also can provide them those receipts and everything, or let's say money. It is also important for them. So that's the thing that you need from petitioner, right? I mean, that's what we did, like my husband did. He provided all the forms that I just said. And basically that's it. Also, you need stuff from your beneficiary, which is going to be your fiance. It is going to be the same form, G325A. It's biographic form that you attach to the main form, to the main petition. Also, letter of intent to marry. Like I just said, you just have to get it done because you're not going to get approved without it. Also, divorce certificate. If you're not married, if you're never married, you don't have to worry about that. And you also have to translate it into English, because that's important. And you're coming to the United States, you just have to translate everything. And I will also recommend you to get translated your birth certificate, because if in your own country it's going to be probably a lot cheaper than here. Also, a passport style picture, the same picture, which is like 2 and 2 inches. And that's it. That's really easy. It might seem a little bit complicated, but once you're gonna get started, you're gonna really get it done within, like, say, 2 or 3 days. If relationship are real, it's not gonna like become a problem for you. Also, like I said before, there is no request for evidence. Like, you could get any more if you could forget something and you didn't include some copies, pictures, or you just made a mistake. Yes, you do have to reapply. Yes, you do have to pay again, and it's gonna take you a while, because right now the timeline is really like changed, and before you could get it done within like a few months, like 3-4 months, you could get approved. And right now it's gonna take you at least 6 months, I believe, without any request for evidence, which is not, you're not gonna get anymore, right? So you just pay attention and don't rush, because that's really important, and you're gonna lose a long time just not paying attention and making mistakes. So you would have to like make sure that you have everything before you apply. And if you're not sure, go to the government websites. They have all the instructions. I would really recommend you to do that. If you're still not sure and you have complicated cases, I would recommend you maybe to go to immigration lawyer for a consultation. Yes, I know it's gonna like cost you money, but trust me, it's gonna cost you more if you're gonna get a mistake and you have to reapply and wait. And a lot of people think that you can get a request for evidence like right away if you didn't attach something. They're gonna send you right away, but this is not how that works. You just wait. It could be like 6 months and you could still get a request for evidence, but like I said, it's never gonna happen again, because since September 2018 they're not gonna send requests for evidence anymore, because they said it's like for placeholders. And I hope it's gonna really help the whole process, and the timeline is going to be a lot shorter than it is now, but we'll see only in a little bit. We can't really know for sure that, right? So if you have any questions, just leave a comment below and I'll just record another video regarding the each form if you really need that. But I think it shouldn't be a problem to go to the website and they have all the instructions and you just go step by step. Also, you can contact a lawyer if you need it. And I hope it was helpful and useful for you, and it's gonna make things easier, because I know how hard it is, and it's just a lot of frustration when you get started and you think, oh, that there's a lot of things to get done. But believe me, that's a lot easier than you might think. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again. Okay, bye.